Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve. We're going to try to record with an actual microphone while doing this, which is a bit strange. Also, I think I got things a little too far away from me, but we'll figure that out here in a few. But what we're doing for this Unimportant review is the Robocop vs Terminator NECA figure, which this is the EndoCop and the Terminator dog. Main reason I picked this up is been buying a lot more Robocop stuff, and I wanted something to kind of cross over with the Kenner Terminator figures I've been picking up, which I actually just recently picked up another one too, which was this T1000 with the thermal gimmick. Anyways, kind of want something to blend in. I thought these would be kind of cool after seeing it at a local vintage toy shop. Also, with these unimportant reviews, these are unedited videos that we post on our Patreon before we put on the main channel. So if you guys like to get some extra content sooner than later, make sure to go check out our Patreon. $1 gets you into these early access videos, $3 for the discount, and might be even reworking that here in the near future to make it a little bit more accessible for people than it is currently right now. But anyways, without further ado, for its packaging, we have the very comic book inspired cover here. I love that this is metallic, which this is sort of based off of the crossover comics. There was also a video game back in the day, which is the thing that I remember the most. Then on the back here, it got a little description if you want to read it. It shows you the stuff. Didn't even know this. I forgot this guy was a thing. I might have to try to get Future Robocop. I seen one on eBay for like $30, and might have to hop on that one. You can also see a bunch of them rocketing off. And then you guys want a shot of the inside. I love that the back here actually has a comic book panel. So if you leave it in the packaging, it actually shows that on the back, which I think is super dope. And it just shows the EndoCop with the Terminator dog. Anyways, this is what you get when you get them outside of the package. Which first, we'll start with the dog. Actually, I'm going to get the Terminator out of the way because sometimes it likes to focus on the background if I do. But for the coloring, it's done in a nice pearl silver with a little bit of a black wash over top of it to kind of give it that nice grimy look. You even see in between the plating sections, it's a bit more of a gunmetal color. And, I didn't realize this, but we did a live unboxing of this, and I realized that this was its own ball joint. I didn't realize this back section had its own thing with the pistons. I'll say this dog has been like one of the cooler figures I've gotten lately. Because I was just like, okay, so he's going to be kind of just like an accessory. Not going to probably do much. He'll just kind of hang out next to EndoCop. But with this thing, you actually get head articulation, jaw articulation. The neck has a ball joint. Side has its own articulation. At the midsection, that's a ball joint. Back here, also appears to be a ball joint with pistons. So that works. And then for the legs, they go forward and back. They also have a bend here. No rotation, but also a bend here at the little leg. And then toe articulation as well. Same with the back. You get bend at the knee, middle knee, toes, and then the back here is on a ball joint, so those wiggle in and out. The rest of these pistons are fake. I think that's the only actual working one on here, but still kind of impressed that it even has that one for something that, like I mentioned, I kind of almost akin it to an accessory more so than its own figure. But no, you can kind of do whatever you want with this. I kind of wish the tail was a little bigger. It's kind of a little stumpy tail, kind of pit bull-esque. But face looks really nice. You actually have the real teeth with that bone coloring. Eyes are done in a nice vibrant red. Make it look super menacing and evil, as a Terminator should. It's got a lot of plated detailing. And it's just super sweet. Not sure why you would ever need a Terminator dog for things when you have Terminators that are meant to hunt down things. Do they need to hunt down the dogs? Is that what this is? We had to go back in time to kill John Connor's puppet, so he sent this. I'd read it, to be fair. But overall, still really sweet. Like initially, I remember this thing coming out Toys R Us's, And just kind of writing this off is just like, okay, it's kind of like the video game stuff. Bit gimmicky. Why do I really need this thing? But even just after opening this, already like pleasantly surprised with this. And then also my pop filter for the camera just fell down. But since we're trying to use the microphone that's currently hanging out over there, hopefully it doesn't matter. Otherwise, I'm going to be a sad panda and have to record this entire thing again because we're not editing. But anyways, I digress. So for the actual EndoCop, his lone accessory is you get the Robocop pistol. Kind of wish you would maybe came with a Terminator gun as well. But then again, I have a crap ton of those laying around, so it's not the biggest deal. But options are options, you know. But looks nice. Just black plastic. Got some molded detailing. Nothing too crazy. Also, speaking of detailing, for the arm, it's actually the Terminator arm. Like the T-800 arm. Which has a working piston. Well, actually, two working pistons. One on each side of the elbow joint. I was going to say, it might rotate there. Looks like it's just the hand. So you can rotate it at the hand. You have the shoulder that moves. And this rotates around. It has pistons up here, but this doesn't actually move. So these ones are just primarily stationary. Then for the head, you can see the endoskeleton jaw with the Robocop helmet. One thing I don't like is it has this really ugly mold line here up at the top. I think it's the only real like nuisance thing on the figure. That and the paint job for it is a very bright pearl silver and like baby blue. You can see some of the blue even in between the armor plating. And it's odd. Oh, especially like on the back here too, it shows up really well. Which, it's not bad. Like, if you look at it, like, for the... Well, actually, that's kind of darker. But, like, here, you can kind of see where they got that baby blue coloring. Because in a lot of the panels, it seems like it's fairly bright in comparison. It's just odd that, like, in that one, the arms are bright too. But they kept this more of the traditional silver look for the Terminator sections. And then the Robocop parts, they kept more in the brighter. It's also got rockets on the side of his legs, which is pretty sweet. Might have been kind of cool to have something in there to make it look like he's flying, but probably asking a little too much there. You got the Robocop feet with the two almost like turtle toes. And then back here you also have this working piston, which I think that's plastic. I always want to think that this is actually a metal piece, but I think that's just plastic. It's hard to tell with my fingers. Oh no, that flexes. Yeah, it's 100% plastic. And then you have this glossy black here for the intersectionings of the... Wait a sec, does that not rotate there? I could have sworn... Okay, I was going to say it. That rotates on the other Terminator figures. Anyways, for its articulation, head can go side to side, moves up and down. Chest section, on a ball joint, so you got a lot to play with that. We already kind of went over the arms. You can rotate the waist. Legs can move a little bit in and out, but nicely forward and back. So if you want, one thing I found out with the chair Terminator, or Robocop, that actually, I think we're going to do a full review on that one. You can only really get him sitting like almost cross-legged. Single joint at the knee, which is a little stiff. Then the feet can go forward and back. No real side-to-side movement. So, not the most posable thing. Granted, this guy's from 2017, so this is already almost a 6-year-old figure as of this recording, because it's Happy New Year. So it's a little outdated. But then again, they didn't really update the new Robocop to accommodate for new articulation. So I guess it's not that outdated in a sense. But this is a really cool set. Honestly, between the two, I'm almost more impressed with the dog than anything. But the EndoCop is still pretty sweet. If you guys like Terminator, you guys like Robocop, it's a pretty cool figure to get. It is going up a bit in price, though. So do be warned of that. But you're not going to be spending too much more than what you would spend for like a normal Ultimate. And to be honest, this is compared to some of the Ultimates, looking at you aliens, this is actually still a pretty good deal at the price point, at least compared to like nowadays cost. But what do you guys think? Have you guys picked up this Robocop? Have you guys read the comments? Let us know. Comics. Let us know in the comments section below. Also, we got a Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. I was trying to go to the Entertainment Earth, but that isn't going to work out with that transition anyways. And a Twitter. Arnaz likes to stream video games on Twitter. Maybe we could do this one because I know he actually owns the video game. Also, if you guys like to pick up some figures for yourself, like the new RoboCop ones, or maybe they have some Terminator stuff. Do we know? Do you know? Not sure, but you can check for yourself. Link in the description for Entertainment Earth. Help support the channel and get yourself some sweet collectibles today. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.